turning 250, and it's time to rock out with our forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots. Whether you're marching in the parade, grilling in the backyard, or raising a toast to liberty, do it in the gear that screams freedom. Celebrate 250 years of USA in style. Wear your American pride loud. Trendjackers.etsy.com. Grab yours before the fireworks. America's turning 250, and it's time to rock out.
Tony, welcome to Government.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
Kumbaya. I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess should I tell it again?
Oh yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Hello! Do it like that.
Hello!
Yeah, like that.
Hello!
Not like that.
No, that was awful.
The one you did when I wasn't.
Hello!
Okay, save it for when it's on.
Sorry.
God, you know, I turn off the microphone, and you're like, gold. I turn the microphone on, I get ah. Seriously, ready?
Hello! Damn, I was an idiot. Damn it. Hello!
That was it!
Alright, this is the one. Hello! Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
So, yeah, do it like, hey! Alright, you ready from hey?
Hey!
Now.
Hello! Hey!
Knock 'em dead. Comedy show.
Please, God. No more of this.
I know.
No more
I
of
know.
this. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Took me 14 hours and 37 minutes to get here this morning.
I believe it. I believe it.
Uh-huh.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Hey, wherever you're watching from, we appreciate it. We just ask that you share the link on all your socials. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, including this one. If you're going to stay on Facebook, we appreciate it. But if you want to join in today's conversations and hang out with us, hear your name said, hear your comment read, please join us on YouTube because that is where we monitor the comments. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And we got a legend here with us today. Michael Kaplan is here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Michael. My apologies. When you walked in about 5-10 minutes ago, I was in the midst of getting everything ready, so we really haven't talked much. So my apologies.
Oh, no apology necessary.
But we have, an hour and 26 minutes to fill.
It's your program.
So-
Like I said, it's your kingdom.
You did say that. And that's very nice of you. Tony broke the show, John. What does that mean? John says, good morning. Did you, what? Mickey, did you break stuff? What are you talking about? You guys are back. Thanks to Jeff Snowsea, says Andrew Fremder.
Jeff Snowsea.
Jeff Bosey, once again, like he did with the last storm, he got over here yesterday and did a bunch of snow blowing. And that is why we're able to get into this building and do this show. Yeah, so thank you. A big thanks to Jeff Bosey.
How did he get the machine here? He has a pickup truck?
He has a van, a big work van.
Oh, a white van with no windows.
Where he offers candy. He's a very handy guy, actually. He's the guy that takes care of everything around here. Oh yeah. He works on scales for a living. So
Scales.
Weights.
Like commercial scales?
Yes.
Like when you go...
Like weighing trucks and
weighing trucks?
Yeah,
Wow.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Pretty good trade.
Yeah, actually it is.
It is.
In all seriousness, yeah, it is. And he does a nice job. And yeah, he's very handy, which you wouldn't think so from,
Not when you see him in a dress, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And, when he's so gay. But, no, he's a very handy guy. And, he takes care of a lot of stuff. And, again, we appreciate him helping us out. Because the parking lot out here, they did a shit job.
Shit job.
Very shit job.
Terrible.
Yeah. So I was grateful that he even was able to get over here and take care of business. Do you know how to work the mic, Tony? Is it on or off? Why, you can't hear us? Mickey's... The parking lot out here, they did a shit job. Shit job. Very shit job. Mickey, turn up the volume on your computer or phone, however you're watching. Not too bright over there in Seattle.
Too much rain. We got too much snow.
Yeah, and hopefully we're freaking done. So, and we got another dusting this morning. Supposedly another dusting tomorrow.
Maybe a dusting here. We got like 3-4 inches out there.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
You know, I said dusting, but yeah, we probably got like an inch.
Well,
here.
compared to that blizzard we got, it was nothing. But
yeah, true.
It was still a nuisance.
They said a dusting was coming, but yeah, at least here seems like an inch. Although, and I'm assuming it's the same by you, it is supposed to hit high. I think actually it's supposed to hit 40, 41 degrees.
Yeah, for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Right?
So well,
and the weekend.
So this hopefully this what came down today will be gone. Tomorrow they're saying it's going to be basically the same thing as this morning.
Oh, another little bat of snow.
Yeah. And, well, first off, I mean, you check the weather app; it's constantly changing. First off,
yeah, it changes all the time.
We at one point it said we were getting like another 8 to 10 on Monday, this coming Monday. But so yeah, dusting. Supposedly another dusting tomorrow, and then 40 high 30s and 40s for the next week, including rain on Monday and Tuesday. So hopefully this shit will be gone. I have a feeling this is a telemarketer, but we're about to find out. Hello. Hello?
Hello, Mary.
Excuse
Hi, good day. My name is Jane. I'm calling for Mary Siafi. Am I speaking with her husband?
Mary's husband's not here, which is why I'm here. But I can take a message.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, I'm actually calling in behalf of a local investor. My name is Jane, and I just want to know if Mary's going to be interested in selling the property of 157 Land Lane, the one at New York.
She might be because, she might be moving in with me soon if we can just get rid of the husband. So, yeah, she might be.
Okay. So you're going to be her new one, right? New boyfriend? Or husband?
I'm the boyfriend. I'm the boy toy now, and then hopefully we'll be moving in together. I mean, are you free?
That's great to hear.
Right.
I'm actually calling in behalf of a local investor. So we buy properties in Assies. We can close on her timeline if she might be interested for a cash offer. Would it be okay to give her a call back on the same number for the cash offer and get some more information about this property?
Absolutely. She's in the shower right now and getting ready for me. But if you want to call back, we got about 6 hours of this stuff planned. So maybe later on today.
Later on today, and anytime is okay as well, just in case. Call her back on the same number.
Yeah, you try on the same number. It depends on what her and I are doing. We have all sorts of tools and toys, but try us back. Try us back, and maybe you can even listen in. That'll be fun.
Do you guys have maybe an asking price for the property right now? A bottom number?
Bottom. She's on the bottom. We haven't gotten that far yet. We're doing other things. But
just open to hearing a cash offer, right?
I'm sorry. Can you say again?
Just open to hearing a cash offer then.
Sure.
Okay, and you guys might be interested in selling in the near future. Do you have the exact time frame so that I could take note of everything?
Sometime this year, hopefully.
Sometime this year. Got that. Thank you so much for informing me. And can I just have your first name as well so that I could take note that I spoke with someone?
My name is John.
John. Thank you so much, John, for informing me. And so that my manager will have the information and address you properly as well. Okay. And do you guys also have other reason, aside for the cash offer, why you want to sell this property?
So she can move in with me, and we could be, naked all the time.
Oh, and as their manager,
just want to get rid.
Yeah, their manager, they want to buy a house in hedonism.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for your time. You take care. Bye-bye.
I love you.
What did you say the first time? She's talking. All of a sudden, I just
my name is Billy Bob, and I'll be the helping and watching.
I didn't hear a word you said. She's a rock star. She was totally unfazed by that.
Totally unfazed. She wasn't like, what?
She wasn't, and she didn't seem annoyed by what was obviously two guys messing with her. Totally just ran right through it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So hopefully we're done with this snow after tomorrow. Rain coming, warmer temperatures, and Yeah, hopefully we'll get back to normal
Sunny
around here.
skies are above.
Good morning, sir.
Funny how you fucking said my name is John.
That's
all
it.
right? You couldn't pick another fucking name? This poor woman, this, you know, I mean, give me a fucking break.
Hey, be
All
thankful
right,
she didn't
John.
ask for a last name.
Yeah, John Kaplan.
Are you all right down there in this weather? You're right? You're good?
How can I be bad at 87 degrees?
Oh, is that what it is? 87?
Yeah, yeah, 87 degrees. It was cold. It was cold. We had a couple of days it was cold. It was in the 40s and the 50s.
Oh, no.
Which I explained to you. All right. I have a question for Mr. Kaplan. How did the present highway superintendent fare in his endeavors of cleaning up this blizzard? In your opinion, sir?
In my opinion, it wasn't. I traversed the roads yesterday.
I what?
Traversed.
I traversed.
Yeah. He's in his fucking campaign mode, so he has to talk to fucking college words now.
And no, those big words are gonna make him lose the election. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't even know what it means.
Oh no. Those Republicans out east love that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
So they love that. Yeah.
Stop it.
So
all right, go ahead. Tell us about your transversion.
Transversion. Traverse is a real word. It's not just the name of a Chevy.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, back to you, John.
Go ahead. So you transversed, and what's your input on your transverse?
My input is the same. I didn't think it was as horrible, but it's always the same. John, you know, I've talked to you ad nauseum about going curb to curb. For some reason, they don't go curb to curb. They don't do the intersections. What struck me, John, if you would indulge me for just a moment, I'm having a stroke. I was watching.
Don't imitate me, Kaplan, you fuck.
I'm sorry. I was watching News 12, and they said, Dan LaSquadro is going to be on the next segment.
Oh, wow.
So he's on, and he's looking down at the thing. He looks, he looks terrible. And the background is blurred out, right?
Okay.
He was home. You can't be home. And I do have a few sources. He stayed home like 90% of that storm.
The storm that started Sunday went into Monday.
That's correct.
Where should he be? In his office?
Yeah, he should be in his office, traveling around, talking to the town supervisor, trying to get more private contractors, trying to get them to sign up right away, lowering the cost of the premiums instead of they want $1 million, $5 million as insurance costs. Get like other towns, 500 or $1 million. Premiums are lower. That means they'll get more because I spoke to some private contractors, go to Islip and Huntington, get paid more money, and they don't pay more of a premium. So they work a couple of big storms like this. They're making money for the winter.
Yeah, sure.
Like landscapers or construction guys that don't do much in the wintertime. So I saw a lot of roads that were not plowed properly, but it was kind of a hard storm because the issue with, I'm sorry I'm going on about this, but the issue with plowing properly is you have to stay on it. If you plow a road in a storm like this, we had about 15 to 20 inches of snow.
Oh, easy, yeah.
If you don't plow it at least once, this kind of storm, because it got wet, so there was about 1 3/4 inches of wetness on the bottom, which turns to ice overnight. But if you plowed the road properly during the day, that would not happen. Now you can't plow it.
Right.
Now it's just concrete.
Right.
It's just you can't plow ice.
But you say plow it properly. Explain that.
Well, say your street. You have to go down your street within 12 hours of the snow first falling, right? So you can get down to blacktop. This way, soon as you hit blacktop, one pass, the next pass you're still going to hit blacktop. So one pass in, one pass out on your street. Now, you could leave it, right? and then you come back the following day if it's a massive storm like this one. Then you can go 1, 2, and then curb to curb. Easy. It's not rocket science to plow, but you need the numbers. You need the trucks. You need the plows. And for some reason, the town of Brookhaven does not hire enough private contractors because they made the requirements too steep.
All right. That's enough. We don't want to hear this whole fucking dissertation.
You asked.
A simple question. You don't have to go on and on.
I'm
and
sorry.
the reason why I'm talking about this is because I got a call from my neighbor yesterday, your friend Jay. And
Great.
he cursed me because I left the I didn't give him the snowblower. I left it in the house for the sellers.
Oh my God! I didn't know. Oh jeez.
And
I'm surprised he doesn't have
and unfortunately, our best friend Pete is disabled because he had a knee replacement. So he had to do Pete's, and it was just a total disaster.
Wow.
So he was just breaking chops, and he asked for you. He said, "How's Mike doing?" I said, "I think he died." I said, "I'm not too sure." But I talk to him at least once a week on the show. I said, but I think he died. But anyway, that's the story. And Mr. Walker,
yes, sir.
I am so proud of you. You're a trooper. That you had a show for us. You did it for. I know you did it for the Knockers. I'm sure it wasn't your lifelong dream to come in after a blizzard to do a show. But I really appreciate it, and thank you very much.
Well, thanks for saying that.
Always, no, it's true. It was very nice of you. I think I'm a betting man, as everybody knows. I would have bet that you would have canceled the whole week, but no, you're a trooper.
I really I did consider canceling today and then possibly tomorrow, but it's I don't know. I missed it, and I'm mad because I missed Francesca on Monday and Diane yesterday. But I don't know. It's not that bad out there anymore.
No.
Yeah, well, I think it's good that you missed Monday and Tuesday because of their own safety. Because I know both of them would have made their efforts to come in, but I don't think it was too safe for the roads. To come in.
No, in all seriousness, no, it wasn't. Especially Francesca, she's probably in between 30 to 40 minutes away from here, and then especially you factor in the weather, it would have taken her forever, and it wasn't safe. Diane, where she works, they were closed on Monday, so she probably wouldn't have been able to come in anyway because they were closed Monday, and they were trying to catch up with things yesterday. So,
well, she needs a good day off, Diane. She hustles.
Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
and she deserved a day off. I hope she enjoyed it. So but it's nice to be back, and hopefully hopefully there won't be any more cancellations. Hopefully, it's freaking March next week, so hopefully we're done with this shit.
Yeah.
Well, Mike Kaplan can attest to this. One of the worst snowstorms we ever had was in March. I'm not wishing it on you, but we had a horrific snowstorm. I forget what year it was.
1997, March 31st into April 1st. 1997, we got 15 plus inches. Yep.
Yep. And I remember it because I was I didn't go home for 3 days. And it wasn't easy not showering for 3 days, but we couldn't move. They held us for 3 days because in the Bronx in those days it was pickings when it was inclement weather. The looters just went crazy. But it was tough.
Well,
all right, guys. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful day.
You too, pal.
Mike. All right. I just wanted to hear your throwback on Lo Squatcho, but I'm surprised. I figured you would bash him, and you didn't bash him.
Well, because he wasn't out there. He wasn't out there on the roads. He should have been visible to the residents out there.
Listen. He doesn't have to. You know why? Because he's done. He's finished. You know,
he's
not a rookie anymore. If you don't like it, screw you. Like he said, what did he say 3 years ago? You know, stop breaking my balls. You know, I'll get to you when I get to you.
Oh,
Didn't he
yeah.
say that?
I don't know if you know.
Something to that effect.
I don't know if you know this, John, but he's moving on. I don't know if you know that he's moving on. Do you know that?
Of course I know that. Yeah, I keep up on the Brookhaven politics.
Yeah.
You know, because I consider it. It's the Long Island Mafia out there.
Yeah,
it really is.
You're right, John. It is. It is.
Yeah, and he's. What is he? I think he's going to run for Congress or something.
No, they're putting him up for Suffolk County Comptroller, which I don't know why he has no background in finance.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. Okay. Listen. All right, everybody. Have a great day, Mr. Walker. As always. So, by the way. All right. I just want to tell you. How good friend of mine I am with you. Somebody that you know and love. I'm not going to mention their name. Said to me the other day, you know, I'm pissed off at Walker. I'm so pissed off at him. He's not fit to sleep with pigs. And I stuck up for you. I said you were. Go suck an egg.
That's a good joke. I've heard that joke before.
It's a great joke, but he told it last Thursday or Friday.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Oh. I guess he's just old and senile and he forgot. I do want to expand, though, a little bit on this because it was something that we noticed on our street that they don't go curb to curb on our street.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's
and it
like
pisses me off.
Yeah.
So, to my left is the corner house. We're the second house in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 4 houses on the block, coming from my left, there were no cars in the street. So why in the world are they not coming to the curb? Now, let me ask you this though: how do they know where the curb is?
It's not that difficult. When I was driving, first of all, if you put drivers usually in an area they know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. That's one thing.
That's
I didn't
what we try to do. At least we always used to try to do. This way, you know where the curbs are, and if you're not supposed to go over 20 miles an hour, and on your street you shouldn't be going over 15 miles an hour. And if you're driving, you kind of know the width of the road, and if you could feel it with the plow. If it's called kiss the curb.
Yep.
If you kiss the curb, you just move back out a foot or so and keep going. That's how you get as close to the curb as possible.
Somebody told me that the street lights, usually a foot outside of the street light is where the curb is.
It's about 20 inches, yeah.
Because my problem with that is on my block, there are no streetlights on my side of the street.
Your side.
They're all on the other side.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, so that doesn't help me. But I mean, I've done some plowing, so yeah, you can definitely feel it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, I didn't do much plowing because I'm telling you, I'd be the guy that would, damage the curb or damage the blade.
I mean, that happens all the time.
I'm an idiot. Yeah.
The plow blades fall off because they hit something. They hit a manhole cover or something. But it is not hard to go to curb. You just have to have the numbers of equipment, and you have to just keep on plowing. You just keep on doing it.
I do have one issue with something that you were saying. Do you have?
No.
You good?
Yes, sir.
I hate. I shouldn't say I hate, but I don't like those words, private contractor. Because
okay,
private contractors. Well, at least in my line of work, the line of work I used to be in, the private contractors, they were taking. By bringing them in, they're taking work away from us. So and they're not usually a private contractor. Could be anybody. I could right now go out and start Tony Walker's lineman service. I haven't done line work in 20 years.
Yeah,
but I still have some knowledge of it. I remember it well. Did a lot of it, but I don't have to put myself through any kind of safety or training or I don't have to
follow OSHA rules or
right.
anything like that. Yeah.
And that's and that creates, hazardous situations that we would, usually when private contractors come in, we end up having to fix what they
But
did.
in your line of work, when you were working on whatever was on the utility poles, right?
Correct. Or putting the poles up. Yeah.
You would have private contractors doing Verizon work?
Yeah. That was.
Oh, you did?
As a union guy, that was one of our biggest fights.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because
I did not know that.
Oh, they did it. I don't know now. I'm completely out of touch.
Yeah.
Happy to say, completely out of touch. But back when I was working, that was one of our biggest fights. Because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to bring in contractors.
It is. Yeah.
So they brought them in all the time. Especially if there was a big storm. Yeah, they brought them in all the time, and we said no. We're here. We want to work.
Right.
We want to make the money, and we want to do it right. And believe it, and I swear to you, that was unions get a bad rap. They think guys are just about the money, and it's not. We want to do the job, and we want to do it right. And that, of course, we want to make money. Who doesn't want to make money?
But they were never on the clock when you were not on the clock, right?
Yes, they were.
They were. Oh, so that's a big problem.
Oh, it was. It was a huge problem. Again, probably, definitely one of the biggest problems we had during my time, and it was that was a problem when I came in, and it was still a problem when I went out. And again, I have no idea what it's like now.
I guess I don't know. It's probably similar because working for Islip and Huntington. It was in our contract that no private contractor would be working if we weren't working.
Right. And they've stuck to that, or did you ever catch them, trying to sneak a contractor in?
No.
Really?
Oh no. We were always on the clock if they were on the clock.
Nice.
Especially during snow. But if you go back, let me ask you a question. Your line of work is different, obviously, than the road work, but it's similar in the aspect of private contractors and union employees. Back in the 70s and early 80s, a lot of these towns would be paving their own roads with their employees.
Right.
And I guess it got so expensive to do that with the employees. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it still. And that's why they want to starting to privatize these things, even doing signs, putting up signs and instead of having a sign shop. I guess it's the same for you. Did it just get too expansive, too big? That you didn't have a big enough workforce.
That was the problem. They, between paying us and our benefits and overtime. Yeah, I get it. The money adds up, but the job is still done right. I just personally didn't think they were saving that much money because you bring in, Billy Bob from Texas. In the line world, you had these storm chasers.
Yeah.
They would literally follow storms with their trucks, come into an area that got hit bad, and say, okay, here we are, hire us, and that's what they would do, and they would come in. These guys didn't have the same practices. They didn't have the same experience. They didn't work. Everything was just a quick fix and get paid and get out. And so how are you saving money in that? Because then we would have to go back, and I'm telling you, that's the truth. We would have to go back on almost every job to make it right. Like, they would do just a quick fix, and it would look like shit and wasn't done terribly right, and things eventually would fall apart because they did such a shoddy job.
Yeah.
So how are you saving money by having us having to go back?
In that way, they're not.
Right. And
No.
that's
No.
I understand it's expensive, but we can go off on an olive branch on that, man, because it's expensive, but look at the CEOs of these freaking companies and the money they're making. They can, and that's the thing too. That always makes me nuts when people, like a few years ago when minimum wage went up, they're like, oh well, we can't afford to pay that anymore, and that's why we have to get automated tellers. And no, dickwad, get your CEO to take maybe $1 million less.
Yeah,
because and that too. You talk about the '70s. Your top paid employee and the CEO, I think, was only like. It's like a 30% difference in pay or something, where now it's like 400% difference. It's insane. The amount of money these guys make, No, let them take a freaking cut so that, the people getting minimum wage can continue to live. The guy, if he takes $1 million cut, he won't even feel it. Again, going on a
No,
whole
you're right.
other-
And I was reading an article the other day about the CEO of Costco.
Okay.
They actually, I don't know the brains behind it, but the CEO of Costco makes $1 million a year, which is a lot of money. But he's in charge of all the Costcos,
And
right?
that's all he makes.
And that's all he makes.
Yep.
But the average employee at Costco makes $25 to $30 an hour.
Yep.
Plus all their benefits.
Right.
So
Costco has always been employee friendly.
yes,
My
very
union
employee-friendly.
used to endorse them. And as members of CWA, we used to, I don't know if we still do, but we used to get discounts at Costco. And I heard that. So I was when you said
Yeah,
Costco,
and
I was bracing myself. I was like, please don't say anything bad about Costco.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
why I love
that's
Costco.
exactly,
It's
absolutely.
one of the reasons I love
never
Costco.
go to BJ's. I'm not a member. I go to Costco. And I try to support because, they do the right thing.
They do.
And just like, from what I understand,
Yeah, I
our
was
friends
reading
at
about
Buc-ee's do the right
reading about Buc-ee's. I don't know about the CEOs and all that stuff, but they make a ton of money. That Buc-ee's.
But they treat I don't know about the CEOs either, but they treat the employees well.
Yeah, they do.
I mean,
they do.
They at least appear to be happy. I don't know if they're just saying that because they're, in an article or on TV, but that's supposedly what's going on.
They're sniffing,
yeah,
beaver butts.
That could be too. All right. Fremder, I hope it's a long one. Hopefully, I'm not going to regret this. I have such a stupid idea. Excuse me. They should put a heating device at the bottom of the plow so it melts the snow instead of putting it in front of the driveway. Crazy, right? Stupid idiots.
No, in theory, it's a great idea, but
Is that possible? I think that's much. Yeah, I would. In theory, sounds great.
In theory, it sounds great, but if you put a heated blade, the blade that goes on the bottom of the plow.
Is there such a thing as a heated blade?
I've never heard of it. No,
but
I think it would be going too fast to melt it.
Right.
It would be going. You'd have to go maybe 8 miles an hour.
I'm telling you, I said it on here. I think it was the last storm. Those stupid robots in the supermarket that do nothing.
Oh yeah,
but get in your way.
Yeah.
Set up like a drone. Put a little window on those things with a camera inside, so somebody can be inside in the warmth, steering it like you would a drone. On the bottom of that robot, you have a little plow, so he's pushing the snow, and then somewhere have a compartment where the salt is shooting out. And then you're nice and warm inside, and you're just controlling it. You're basically the eyes, and you use a joystick to control, maybe one joystick to control his direction, one joystick to control the direction of the blade. Sometimes the blade is straight, sometimes you want to go to what's that?
The angle of the plow.
Right, the angle of the plow. What did I say?
Direction, yeah, same.
Oh, of the blade. Is I was saying blade.
Oh, so you're talking about somewhere in a control room like they fly these drones.
You're right, but not the same idea. But it's like these supermarket robots. They're on the sidewalk. Maybe even get a big one to put on the street, and that way people are safe. They're indoors. They're warm, and like a drone. The camera on the eyes, and you're just controlling it. You control the direction of it. You control the direction of the plow, and then occasionally, you hit the button to release some salt or salt, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And I especially for sidewalks, sidewalks and aprons. Fine. You know what? I take it back. Let the guys, so that they're working, let them continue to plow the streets. But sidewalks and aprons, get these,
Well, sidewalks and aprons, like in commercial properties, they're responsible to do their own. Like you have a sidewalk in front of your house?
Yeah.
You do. So you're responsible for the sidewalk.
And because this storm, it really didn't start to really accumulate till nighttime.
Yeah, Sunday night. Yeah,
I was out Sunday night at 11 o'clock.
Oh, you were
shoveling, and I'm the whole time like, this sucks.
Yeah,
and I'm not one of those people that hate snow. I don't get crazy when it snows, but we've gotten so much of it that I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah,
and especially as we're getting up in age, shoveling takes a lot. And then so I shoveled Sunday night at 11, freaking 9 or 10 o'clock. And that was the nice part. Sleeping in Monday, we already canceled things in here. Lisa's job, was snowed in. They canceled for the day. I'm like, we can sleep in and wake up together. And nookie, and it's like I don't know, somewhere between 9 and 10. I wake up to the sound of shoveling. Lisa got up and went outside to shovel. I'm like, what the fuck? So, but then I spent the day. I spent a good chunk of the day shoveling on Monday.
Sure, yeah.
Because we moved the cars out of we put all the cars on the driveway. Then we moved them so we can shovel the driveway. Brought them back. Like there was a lot going on, man. I'm fine today, but yesterday, good for the first half of the day. My neck and back I wasn't like down and out, but I was feeling it.
And you noticed there was a heavy snow because there was a layer of
today
moisture
too, heavy
on the
snow.
bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get some freaking. You get the plows in the streets, and what does it take? Maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 robots per neighborhood or something. Like they can just keep going all day long. These things, and somebody sitting in an office directing it, and then when their shift is over, somebody else takes over, and they just work. I think it's a great idea.
It is a great idea. So remote plow trucks.
Remote plow robots. I'm telling you, just those supermarket robots, those with a plow on the bottom, just wide enough. Maybe you're talking about maybe a foot wide, just so they can plow a street and every house's apron. Yeah, I know you're right. Commercial, fine, they could do it themselves. That's fine. But that's the problem with plowing. They always come right through, and they end up a lot of times the apron gets plowed in because they just come right through. Mm-hmm. So people shovel, they're done, then the plow comes through, and they're like, shit, now I got another 3 feet on my apron I got to shovel.
Well, there's a trick to that. But
which is? Tell me.
There's a great trick to this, and I showed John Rusiello, and I remember him looking at me when I snowblowed his driveway because Dawn had to get to work. If you have a snowblower, it's a lot easier. You go out, you do your driveway, and then you go in front of your home, and you clear with the snowblower like 3 or 4 passes with the snowblower, the whole width in front of your home.
Right.
This way, when the plow comes, you're not getting buried in.
The whole width of your home.
Yes, the whole frontage of your home. This way, when the plow comes, the plow, by the time he's going down the street, the snow is off the blade. And by the time he gets to your driveway, there's a very minimal amount of snow.
But yes, like you said,
you need a snowblower. You can't shovel all that.
Right, because that's the thing. You're talking the whole width of your home.
In front of your house is, I'm sure, 80, 100 feet.
Right, and you're talking 3 feet of snow.
And they don't even go to the curb.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you're talking
forever.
3 feet of snow at least after the plow comes through for the whole width, and it's out there for probably 3 or 4 feet
at least.
Yeah, so that's impossible without a snowblower. I don't have a snowblower. So I go back to robots. They 6 or 7 robots.
But a 1-footer wouldn't work. It wouldn't work on a residential street because the average residential street is at least 28 to 30 feet wide.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the roads. Keep the guys with the trucks on the roads.
Okay.
I'm talking about sidewalks and aprons. Or fine, fine, let them follow the trucks on the sides of each street because if a curb isn't done, or if they're not plowing the curbs and it's still 3, 4, 5 feet out from the curb, well then the trucks just go down the middle. These robots then they get the sides and the aprons because I'm telling you, I know this sounds a little far-fetched, but if that happened, if people hear that their aprons are going to be taken care of, I bet you get the vote. I bet you get the vote just on that alone. Your aprons will be taken care of, no problem.
Or what I learned a lot was when I worked for Freeport Public Works in Maine.
Oh, there's a Freeport in Maine?
Yeah, Freeport. It's a very popular town just north of Portland, Maine. And when I went there, I was hired as heavy equipment operator, so I drove a truck. Mm-hmm. And in the wintertime, the residential streets, even though it's not as populated as here, but they had a wing plow, which was huge.
What's a wing plow?
A wing.
A wing plow. I don't know what that is either.
So you have your regular 8 or 10 foot plow on the front, and then you would have an 8 or 10 feet plow on the side of your truck.
Oh. And you're operating all of it.
All of it. So when you're going down the road, you have your front plow down, your side plow down. See, so you're plowing. You can go. You're in the middle.
Yeah.
You're hitting the curb.
Right.
With the wing plow. You
Oh,
go up
wow.
once, and you lift the plows up. You turn around. You come back. The street's done. Right. And obviously up there you do it many times because they get a.
Oh, they're professionals up there,
and
man.
They get a lot of snow.
Yeah.
And
all right, fine. There you go, Mike. That's how you win. Forget this stupid robot idea, ladies and gentlemen.
Even smaller wing plows, because some streets are like maybe 25 feet. These older dead end streets, even like a 6-foot wing plow.
Yeah.
It would do. It would be such a difference.
Wing plows, or a guy. You have the guys with the trucks, and then you get X amount of guys going behind them with small bobcats, doing the front of the houses and the aprons, whatever it is, whether it's a wing plow, small bobcats, or both. I'm telling you, you tell people their aprons and their curbs will be clear. I'll read comments because, in my opinion, that's the biggest complaint from people.
Yeah, I mean, it would cost a lot of money to retrofit, 6-wheel or 10-wheel dump trucks with wing plows.
All right, but
it would be a lot of money.
You must have bobcats already, right? You must have little bobcats.
When I worked for Huntington, we had a couple of them. Yeah.
Really, that's it, huh? I would
That's
think you had a bunch.
No.
Because, and again, get rid of contractors. Get the real employees, the guys who care, the ones that do the job. And like you said, they do areas they know. And so they care about these areas. It's their area.
Yeah.
So they do the job right. Pay them. Get rid of the contractors. Get these guys to plow. Get guys to do aprons with smaller, bobcats, and pay them. They'll make all sorts of money, and they're happy to do it. And I'm telling you, that makes everybody happy in the end. That's what I say right there. If Jeff was royalty, he'd be Prince of Scales. This is a shit show. Start to what? This is a shit show. Start the two bold GY. Oh, two bald guys? Okay. She sounds Chinese. Oh, the girl on the phone? Oh, Carol from Texas. Hope everyone
Carol.
is well and warm. Same to you, Carol. Yeah, Mickey's still complaining that he can't hear.
Really?
She is totally unfazed. Oh, talking about the girl on the phone, right. Mickey's still complaining he can't hear us. She sounds like she takes cash offers for happy endings, says Fremder. I'll take an order of pork fried reach rounds. Oh, all right. Yeah, Mickey just said it was his problem. His sound was off. Oh, Mickey, you're so silly.
Mickey.
Oh, Mickey, you're so silly. You're so silly you brought my maid. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. From experience, the proper way to plow from behind. That's a whole talk to Bosie. Carol, Sir John, my uncle was an officer in South Bronx for years and started a youth program for at-risk kids and lived in Co-op City. I don't know what that is.
Co-op City.
Okay.
Right past the Throgsneck.
Always bragged about never having a broken window on his beat. Oh, wow. One snowman says to the other, I think I smell carrots.
What?
I don't get that. That's from Fremder. Snowman. One snowman says, okay, because the carrot. Yeah. Kaplan going curb to curb plowing. Got it. Tony's stories take a while Kaplan sits there with no smile. Yes, I know I burped. I said, excuse me. I didn't mean it. I want to get back to that in a minute after I read comments. Buc-ee's pays well, but have high turnover. Overwork employees, from what I've heard. That's interesting.
Well, that's a busy place.
Aren't some of them 24 hours? I think. I'm not sure.
I think they all are. I think.
Yeah. From I'm not reading that one. Where was your son, Tony? My son was actually working, and they basically had him shoveling the whole time.
Really?
It's a big business. They didn't bring anybody in to plow them out. He shoveled a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
And then, but he's being rewarded. Tomorrow he leaves for L.A. He's shooting a movie out there.
Wow.
Yeah, very excited. So he'll be gone for a week and a day, something like that. So very excited for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This all could be an easy fix. Get the inmates. Yep. A lot of people.
Oh, that's been talked. That's been talked about a lot. Over decades.
Yeah, that's from John. He's saying, yeah, you'll have no problems. I don't know. Would you want inmates in residential areas, though?
No, I don't think in residential areas. I think around maybe like Parks and Rec and around Town Hall, around like recreation buildings, Town Hall, shoveling, not behind the wheel of a truck. No.
So right, not behind the wheel of a truck. But even if we're like, all right, we got the 6-block neighborhood in Levittown. Let's get these like
the sidewalks.
Yeah, sidewalks and aprons. Like I wouldn't want them in residential neighborhood shoveling near kids, near people.
Do you know there's a priority list?
Yes, I do know that.
You do know that.
Yes.
You should be on the priority list
because I'm disabled.
That's correct. Have you ever? But your street usually gets plowed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Are you off a main road? Or a secondary road?
Kind of. I'm off a road that Hicksville High School is on.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Tony's invention would be called the Snowbot.
I like it.
I like it, Fremder. I like it. My wing plow is 6.5 inches, according to my Bobcat. I wouldn't want inmates in my neighborhood.
Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with it. They'll be supervised with sheriff's department. By the way, they do it they do it on the roads. In the summertime, you'll see sheriff's trucks, and they clean up the roads and the landscaping. They pick up garbage. Why can't they shovel snow?
Because they're on the highways picking up garbage on the roads. They're not in residential neighborhoods.
Yeah, so what? Big deal. All right, listen to me, okay? 90% of the inmates in the neighborhood jails, I call them neighborhood, in the county jails, are misdemeanors or felonies. They're small crimes. And if a judge turns around and says, if you shovel snow, we'll take 2 months off your sentence, and they have 6 months, let's say, and most of them are DUIs or whatever, or small possession of narcotics, there's nothing wrong with that. And then jump on it.
All right,
and you'll have no problems. And as Mike just brought up, take care of the priority list. Take care of the senior citizens.
Yeah.
I mean, the last snowstorm, there was a problem, and I think Mike was driving a bus or something, that a first responder, an ambulance, couldn't get through of the street, and a woman almost died.
Right.
So get them to do that. There's nothing wrong with so what? They're inmates. Big deal.
Okay.
Everybody makes mistakes. I'm not saying you're going to get guys in prison. That's a different story. All right. I'm talking about these less. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like Yaphank
soft offenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lesser offenders.
Soft offenders.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. I would agree with that.
Yeah, you get locked up for DUI and stuff like that, and you got 6 months. Oh, well, listen, if you shovel snow, we'll knock 3 months off. Are you kidding me? He'll shovel snow to his back cracks. And but that's typical politics for you.
Uh-huh.
It's just ridiculous. But it's that's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Goodbye. He sounds so disgusted. We weren't even fighting with him this time.
No, we weren't.
Yes, he sounds so disgusted. What about these? I just have this one question, and we'll move on to other things. In the city they did it, and I believe that it's been done out here, where they get people who just volunteer. Well, they don't volunteer, but they don't work for the town, but they come in and say, okay, I'll go give me an area, I'll go shovel it, and the city or the town pays them to do it. Are you not familiar with that?
No.
Yeah. What's the mayor's name in the city? The new guy?
Zamdani? Namdani?
Something like whatever. I saw him on TV saying, if you have ID, you have documentation, you come on in, and we'll pay you to. Now,
to shovel a walk like in front of stores or something.
I don't know like how big of an area you have to do, but yeah, you get some. They assign you some kind of area, and they'll pay you for it. They'll pay you for your time.
It's a good idea.
And I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I thought I heard anyway that even out here that's been done. And I don't know the number, but I heard that they actually pay. The pay is pretty good.
Any township I worked in, we didn't do that. We didn't.
And I would do that. I mean, I guess that's almost the same as an independent contractor, but I mean, at least if the contractor is local, then at least the money's going to, local people, and they're spending the money locally. Mm-hmm. I don't like these guys that come from out of state to do stuff like this.
During Hurricane Sandy, we had tree trucks coming in from all over the country, as far as Oklahoma, Kansas.
Yeah, see, those are the guys I'm talking about.
But we needed it. There was no way a town that we had 180 employees can take care of almost 900 miles of roadway with trees on every street.
Yeah.
But if they were on the clock, we were on the clock.
Right. Which I guess is, I guess it's one way to go. But, John, $20 an hour in New York City, paying for people to show. Oh, to shovel, I'm assuming that's supposed to be.
$20
yeah,
an hour?
that's not bad.
No.
Not bad at all.
No.
All right.
Oh. It's the Asian lady?
No. Before we get into anything, tell me the results, because I don't want to forget to ask.
Oh, well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is this, should I not have asked it live on the air?
His PET scan is clear, and his perfusion brain MRI came back with no signs of any cancer. That now it's definitely just the parts that glow are from the damage from the radiation. So all is clear from head to toe.
That is the way you responded at first, I thought you were going to tell me bad news. All right, excellent. So now the parts that are damaged from the radiation, what do they do for that?
Well, it's called necrosis.
Okay.
So, which most people get, it's just kind of like a scab that's formed from radiation. So the tissue's damaged, and but when it's done on the brain, they have a problem being distinctive as far as what if it's cancer, because it glows,
right?
Just like if there was cancer cells. But if it doesn't grow or doesn't do anything or move or cause problems with pressure or moves the brain off the stem, or you can see more fluid on the area, then they will consider going back in to remove it. But everything is stable, like eye sockets are stable, the brain hasn't moved, and everything is good. So that's how they know. So
super news.
Yeah,
nice.
That was like a deep breath out. And, even when the radiologist tells him, like, you're cancer free, that's crazy. So, but then he went to the oncologist and he goes, how long do I have to do this for? He said, 10 years.
Well, yeah, but that's all right as long as the results are good. 10 years is fine.
Yeah.
Once a year, right, Carol? Once a year for 10 years?
He still is going every 3 months because it's brain.
Months. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
And once they feel comfortable after the every 3 months, it'll go to every 6 months. And then when they feel comfortable with that, it'll go to every year.
Every year.
So.
Okay. Great.
So, so I'll be poor for 10 years. But I wanted to call and say hi.
Hi.
And also, when you start talking about Mondummy, you make sure you clarify that people he was saying they found out it's up to $30 an hour to shovel.
Okay.
But you need 2 forms of a picture ID in small size, like passport size. So you need to go to CVS and get that size, plus a social security number. So when you in the middle of a snowstorm in Manhattan and you can't get to a fucking CVS because they're all closed, and then you want all these people to have free shit. Put a fucking shovel in their hand and make them go out and shovel, and then they're saying, well, he's has no money to pay this. Where's the money coming from? He says if he can't find the money, he's going to tap into the firefighters, police, and teachers union pensions.
No.
So how about that?
What? Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Never mind. Forget what I said.
Yeah,
So
that's crap.
when you're talking about him, make sure you got all the facts of the dummy.
I appreciate you filling in the gaps because I didn't. I had no idea.
Yeah. There was somebody that I am friends with and follow who's a big Jewish advocate Zionist, and she went down there with her shovel, and so she had it all on video what they were asking, and that her shovel was not up to standards. It was a metal shovel, so they were giving her another shovel that was like a plastic black one, so that it did more. But they said you need this size, and it has to be 2 forms of ID and Social Security number. And I'm like, you don't, and people get upset when we have to show a license to vote to prove who you are.
Well, John's chiming in saying it's against the law. It's against the Taylor law. I don't know what the Taylor.
Oh, the Taylor law is a union law.
Yeah,
that says what you can't tap into their.
No,
their
you
pensions?
can't.
You can't.
But that's what he said. That's what he said on in an interview. Yeah, because he's all pissed off because everything he's trying to get done, the governor is shooting down because she's up for a re-election. She doesn't want him on her tail.
Right.
Him. Yeah. It's just, but he. Listen, I feel bad because my uncle lives in the city. Queens is considered New York City, and I feel bad for all my friends who are in the city because it's a disaster. I mean, you guys didn't even get snow, plowed out from the last snowstorm. Everything was a mess, the garbage, everything. Mm-hmm. When you start attacking the civil service people who work and do, then, when we're throwing snowballs at police officers, give me a break.
Yeah, that's awful.
That was disgusting.
Yep.
I was appalled. And then saying, oh, it just looked like a snowball fight. I want to reach down through this guy's throat and yank his nuts up. It's just like I'm embarrassed to be a New Yorker with having this go on. It really is.
Now, who said it looked like a snowball fight? Mondummy said that?
Yeah. The dummy, he went outside to
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he went on TV and said, oh, it just looked like a snowball fight. What, are you kidding me?
Did you see the video, Tony?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That I knew about. I didn't hear about Mondami's response.
Oh.
Yeah.
And at first look, you thought they were just having a snowball fight, until I saw when they were throwing the snowballs at the cop cars, the
right.
SUVs.
Just that's
yeah,
awful.
but think about it. Years ago, if you had done that, what would have happened?
Oh, years ago, forget it.
You'd be pulled over. You'd be arrested. That's not okay.
Yeah. Right.
That's government property.
Right.
Because we all know from growing up in the 70s and 80s, you can put a rock in there and then cover it with snow and then it does some damage.
Right.
Not saying I know that personally from experience, but it's one of those that you don't do that. That's disrespectful. And then we wonder why it's not safe to be in New York and people being beat up and all that. It's like it's anarchy. It's not okay. And it's not safe to be anywhere in New York. Like you feel like it's just everybody thinks they're doing the right thing for themselves. It's like everybody's out for themselves, socialism and everything else. It doesn't work. I mean, we should learn from other countries.
Yeah.
There are certain things that we need to, but it's like I'm happy for Nassau County being red. I will tell you, it makes me happy. I'm a moderate, I'm a middle person, but it just seems like if we got to take care of our civil servants. We got to take care of the police. I mean, that's like if you were up on a pole and kids were coming by and throwing shit at you, snowballs. Oh, we're just having a snowball fight. That's not okay.
Oh yeah, and believe me, I've had I've had a few memorable incidences as a guy. You know, all of us, we're all out there working, in the streets and on the in the field, and we would sometimes sit with the cops and kind of compare stories, and we'd all looked out for each other, all the municipalities, all the utilities, the cops included. We all kind of looked out for each other out there, and we would, several times if there was an accident. We would cone the area off until the cops got there, and we all looked out for each other. And everything you're saying is absolutely right. And what I miss too, the old days when kids would come around, you could pay them to shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
know.
doesn't happen
I didn't have
anymore.
any of those people here in Texas. I was looking up and down the block. I'm like, where are these kids? Where are the kids?
I moved back into Hicksville in 2023. So I think it was the fall of 23, my first fall back, and sure enough, a kid knocked on my door. He's like, "Can I rake your leaves?" I go, "How much you want?" He goes, "Whatever you want to give me." I'm like, "Okay," and yeah, he did. And then he came around a few times.
Wow.
I haven't seen him in the past year or two, but he came a few times, and I took care of him. I threw him, depending on how long he was out there. But
Yeah.
there was one time I gave him $50.
Wow.
Because he was out there for a couple hours. So I
Yeah.
do. What's that?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, that's how it used. I mean, that's how you used to be able to get, money. You know, I mean, we did it for a lot less. I mean, than kids these days. But
we still did it, and we were happy to get it. And I miss that. And yeah, I wish there were kids out there. I'd rather give these kids money to shovel my driveway than all this other shit. But
well, yeah.
There you go.
I mean, then we'd run to F&M Deli and spend all our money there.
Bacon and a sandwich.
or big chunky bars.
I will chunky. But it's. I actually yesterday, and then I'll let you guys go finish the show. Mike and I were shopping, and we were in this it's called Central Market. It's a big grocery store, a fancy one, but it's owned by the same company that runs HEB, which I'm sure you guys don't even know about. But
I've heard of it.
And I was walking past the frozen aisle, and they had Marino's rainbow ices in a cup.
Oh,
in a box.
wow. I forgot all about those.
Marino's ice.
Oh, my God. It was like, I mean, and of course it says gluten-free. Yeah, but the amount of calories and carbs in it, I was like, well,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. But I got them for Zach.
It's
and
worth it.
Oh my God! And just listening to him last night scraping the ice.
Oh, the bottom is the best part.
And that's why I told him, I said, you got to get to the crunchies, dude.
Yeah,
You got
I
to
know.
flip it over. And it just like the sounds of my childhood. So I told him, like, all right, just give me a bite. And because it's the rainbow one, it has the blue, it has the red, and the blue with blueberry and lemon together was always my favorite. Wasn't a cherry fan, but when I took a bite, it was like a taste that just brings you back to your childhood. I was like, I was so happy.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really great. And then I told him, I said, he ate through it so quick. I said, do you realize that you have to savor this? He's like, why?
Why?
Like, there's no nostalgia for him.
No,
but for me, it's,
Cal, remember doing it with the little stick that it came with?
Yeah, the wooden spoon. And then when it broke, you were screwed.
You were screwed.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Yeah.
he deserves to eat it any way he wants.
Oh,
Because
yeah, absolutely.
after what you guys have been through, and
Yeah,
perfect
thank
timing.
you.
Guys get to eat that to celebrate the good news.
Yeah.
So that's
well,
that's fantastic.
it was a good day. I picked up my grandmother's ring from being redone, the one I showed you.
Yes.
So it's been sized and repronged and polished and everything else, and so I got to wear that yesterday, and wearing it now today. I mean, it's so big, so it looks a little silly on my hand, but hearing the news from Mike and then picking up the ring and then finding Marino's ice, I was like, oh God, it's like the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit are looking out for me, and I'm a Jew.
Very nice.
All right, you guys have a good day. Stay warm and
Thanks,
safe,
Carol.
okay?
Thanks, Carol.
Take
Be
care.
well.
All right, sweeties. Take care. Bye-bye.
That was excellent news from Carol. All right.
Great news.
All right. After an hour talking about snow, we're going to move on. I got a few things I want to cover, and we got a little over 20 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe we might go, maybe 5-10 minutes over if need be. If you
Can
guys
I
are
just
okay with that.
interject at this particular moment? I wanted to tell you I got this strange phone call yesterday.
Yeah.
The guy just, I said hello, and the guy just sneezed, and he hung up. Kind of getting tired of these cold calls.
So the other day.
What
day was this? Saturday. Lisa, right on the other side of the parking lot here is a garage, a mechanic shop.
Yeah.
Lisa brought her car in she needed an oil change. The place opened at 8. I think it was like 9:30 they called, said it was done. So right across from the mechanic shop is an IHOP.
Yeah.
So I have to bring Lisa to pick up her car. I said, why don't we get some IHOP for breakfast? Sure, that's great. So you guys know my brother.
Of course.
He's on this show every Thursday.
Franklin.
He'll be here tomorrow. Actually, his name isn't Franklin, actually.
I didn't think so, but I call
Frank.
every Frank Franklin.
Okay. So we go to IHOP, and Lisa jokingly says to me, oh, Frank's here. So I snuck a picture of the guy.
Oh, you snuck that picture. I saw it.
And I did. So I took that one, and I took this one. They almost look like the same picture. And I posted these pictures on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I wrote, enjoying a nice breakfast at IHOP with my brother.
I thought you were having breakfast with him, and I'm like, why did he take the picture like that?
Over 100 people liked these photos. Comments galore. Oh, that's nice. So tell Frank I said hi. Oh, this is great. And I couldn't believe it. Like, why are 100 people liking this? And then I finally fessed up. I'm like, this is not my brother. This is just a guy I thought looked like him. So I post. Now I'm not done. This gets weirder. So he's been on this show once or twice. He's been in here definitely a few times when we do Green Room at night with Don. Comedian Chris Williamson. He comments on Facebook. Chris Williamson, I don't know if you've met him or heard of him.
I know him, yeah.
Okay,
I've heard of him.
super nice guy. He's a local comedian. He travels a lot, does a lot of corporate events and public speaking and comedy shows. He's a Met fan. He's just a super guy. But he comments. He goes. He writes. He goes, "That's my dad." and I'm like, all right. There's a joke there. I'm probably missing it.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he sends me a private message. He goes, I'm not kidding. That's really my dad. He lives at IHOP. He loves it there. I go, Chris, I go, really? I go, I'm still no way. So he sends me a picture, and I'm going to show you because he eventually put it up in the comments to this picture. So he publicly posted it so I can share this. This is Chris Williamson's parents. These are the people that were sitting there. That guy is this guy, the guy that I was jokingly saying was my brother. So I couldn't believe it. I'm like, so not only did I take this picture and post it, said it's my brother, but it turns out that the son of this guy is a friend of mine.
Wow.
Like, what were the chances of this? That's Chris Williamson's parents. I just...
So, wait a minute, though. Lisa said, oh, Frank is here.
Well, she was joking with me.
Oh, she was joking.
She saw him.
There is a resemblance, obviously.
There's definitely a resemblance.
Yeah.
She saw him first, so she said, oh, look, Frank is here. So I looked over, and I said to her, I was like, well, that guy does look like my brother.
Yeah.
So from where we were sitting eating breakfast, I just snuck that picture. And I really figured at the time, it's not really showing his face much, so I'm not going to embarrass anybody. I'm not invading somebody's privacy. Let me take the picture. But it was enough for Chris Williamson to see that was his dad. He sends me a picture of the two of them, dancing. I look at the picture. I look at them. I'm like, son of a bitch, that's them. I couldn't believe it.
What are the odds of that?
I thought that was the weirdest thing. And then, meanwhile, all these people are commenting and liking it. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
My own mother
I think I liked it. Yeah.
My own mother was on the phone with Frank late that afternoon. So which IHOP did you guys go to? He's like, Ma, that wasn't me. Like, that's how much we fool people. But then, like, I wasn't even trying to fool people. I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Just to tell, like, letting you know, like, this guy looks like my brother. But so many people thought it was really him. And then it turns out to be the father of a friend of mine. Well, I just couldn't believe this whole thing. I thought it was the weirdest thing. But Frank, so far, has had the last laugh because then he posted this. So far, he's had the last laugh. But it's not done. I'm telling you right now. It is not done.
That's hysterical.
Oh, yeah. This
That's
was
funny.
This
How did he do that?
This is probably his best photoshopping, unless he just did maybe he did ChatGPT or something.
Yeah.
He said, put my brother in a high chair and put cereal all over him. But so it's on. So I have to come up with the next thing to get him back with.
Oh my God.
What? Carol, sorry, my phone is shit. It sounds like I have a slip. Oy vey. Oh, a lisp?
Oh, a lisp.
I thought you sounded fine.
Yeah, she sounded fine.
Frank, now show the one I posted. All right, calm down. I showed it. Relax. So there you go. So that was one of the weirdest things that's happened this weekend. Another thing I wanted to talk about, I'm going to quickly try and get through this because John brought it up. Do I have it? Oh, okay, here it is. You remember the old actress Betty Grable?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely, aging ourselves here, but
she's before our time.
Definitely before our time. Betty Grable was one of the first guests on the Cal Burnett show. Okay? Cal Burnett show we all know and love.
Oh, yeah.
If you're our age.
Yeah.
Cal Burnett was recently on Amy Poehler's podcast. So and they were talking about this. Carol Burnett said Betty Grable was every bit as adorable and very funny as she might have hoped, but she did have one nasty habit. So this is the statement from Carol Burnett. Betty was on the show as a guest, and so was Martha Ray, Martha Ray I loved. I thought she was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
So was Martha Ray, who was also one of the funniest women ever. And she was very physical and loud. She and Betty had worked together, and they were good friends. So it was for me, my God, I'd grown up watching Betty Grable, watching Martha Ray. I was thrilled. So now we're rehearsing. Now, Betty had a thing about Coca-Cola. She had to drink Coca-Cola all the time. So what would happen was she would be burping constantly. Then, I wish I had the audio of this. Cal Burnett then gave several perfect imitations of Betty Grable's belches.
On the podcast?
Yes.
Wow.
Which he described as really, really loud. Grable just loved Coca-Cola, she said. So we were in the wings ready, and we were going to do the show. And Betty and Martha and I are ready for our cue to go out. And Betty took another sip and burped again. And Martha Ray said, "Oh, for God's sake, Betty, why don't you just fart and save your teeth?"
I'd save your teeth.
At this point,
great.
Amy Poehler howled with laughter. And Burnett said, too, yeah, at the time it happened, she thought she was going to die because she was laughing so hard. And then we had to go out and do the finale of the show. It was hysterical. So take that. If Betty Grable can burp,
yes,
so can I.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I agree.
Although she was doing it backstage. So I will continue to do my best.
You're going to tell me she never burped like on stage?
I bet she did.
Yeah.
But if it's good for Betty, it's good for me. So
that's hysterical.
Yeah, so take that. Take that.
Carol Burnett show. My God, classic.
The picture of you in the high chair, they should make airplane noises when they feed you. Yes. That's from Fremder, yes. All right, so we're actually doing pretty well on time.
We are.
One thing I wanted to ask you as well. We did all the snow stuff. How did you make out with Bruce tickets?
I did great.
You did great. How great did you do?
I had it all set up. Jennifer was on her device. I was on my device. This is how weird Ticketmaster is. I'm glad you brought this up Even though I did get two great tickets for Philly.
Okay.
I did. So we're on one. I'm on my phone. She's on her phone. Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Same time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. They say go on 9:30. Make sure your account is all good, and they put you in what's called the lobby, right?
Okay.
So we're both in the lobby.
Then this is still before 10?
Before 10.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
And
Okay.
there's a countdown, 20 minutes, 19 minutes, so on and so forth. Then you hit 0, and then you get the wheel, and then spins, and then you're in the queue.
Right.
Right? You're in the lobby.
Right.
I get, I'm 60,000.
Wow.
She gets 3,500.
Oh, okay.
So she got in pretty quick.
Yeah.
Within 15 minutes, we had tickets.
Oh, nice.
Not even 20 minutes. 18 minutes,
and
we got tickets.
For what? Just for Philly, or did you get
Philly,
others? Just Philly.
You know, because what happens is, I'm going to defend Bruce here, and I'm going to defend all artists that do this. It's not the artist's fault. Everybody blames the artist. It's the venue. Because what I did later, and my own research, and it's fact, I only paid like $200 a ticket.
For where, though?
Philly.
No, but where in the venue?
Second row, overlooking the stage. So we're not on the floor. We're the first level, second row. Great seat, right next to the stage. So we're looking down right where Clarence used to stand.
Okay.
Right? So I don't think that's that terrible. I really don't.
Okay.
But those all go away. In fact, the little blue dots, which are seats that are available, as I'm on there, I'm like, where do I sit? I don't know. I'm thinking of the screens. I'm thinking of this, thinking of that. You see,
and you're seeing the blue disappear.
Yep. People are buying them. So I'm like, so Jen's like, just pick two. Just do it. And I didn't want to go the lower bowl, because they were like, $350, $400. The closer you got to the stage, right?
Right.
So we got the tickets. So when those initial tickets are sold, right?
Yeah.
The sale. You go on 2 or 3 hours later. The venue does what's called dynamic pricing. So like the seat that I got was like triple the price, because they would offer you like, oh, you have access to this club, or you will get half on parking, or quicker lines. So they call it dynamic pricing, and every arena does it.
Mm-hmm.
Every arena does it, and that's what annoys me.
Yep.
And I mean, obviously there'll be drops, and you can get face value tickets before the show. But
how much was face value for the best seats, like right there on the floor in front of the stage?
Oh, the pit. If you wanted to be in the pit, it was just a little less than $500. And then
I heard it was. And I don't.
It was $499 if you wanted to be in the pit.
Still too much for my blood, but way better than I expected.
Yeah, $500. I wasn't expecting to. There was no way I was spending $1,000. But then, this is. And we could go down a rabbit hole with this, with the divisiveness of this country, because obviously I belong to a lot of this Bruce fan pages, and there was a couple people that hate Bruce because of his politics.
Of course.
Oh, I'd rather go see Kid Rock. And then someone posted a screenshot of Kid Rock. You want to sit in the first 10 rows? It's $5,000.
Oh, jeez.
Face value.
Right. That's what I heard with Bruce. That some of the better seats were in the thousands, but that's not
dynamic pricing.
Right.
If we went on now, if you go on MSG, which is probably the most expensive ticket, MSG.
Yeah.
The Guard, New York City would be the highest ticket.
Oh, all right. So that's an interesting point too. So tickets for the Garden were probably more expensive than Philly.
Not
face value.
Not if you got on
right
in the queue like what Jennifer and I did.
Right. Okay.
You get in the queue, you're going to spend $200 a ticket for a decent seat.
Yeah.
I don't think that's terrible.
This day and age, it's not terrible. It's not. It's still too much, and it still makes me mad.
And Tom Morello is doing the whole tour with him.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is my guitar hero.
Yes, he is. He's great. I'm a fan of his work,
They
too.
just announced it. He announced it yesterday.
Oh, they announced that after the tickets went on sale?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. All right. So we got a few minutes left. Sticking with the Bruce, Glad you got your tickets.
Yeah.
So it's just the two of you, though. So
May 8th. My Stephen actually, he works for Northwell Health, and he's kind of a little bit of a big shot now.
Oh.
And Northwell Health, this division he works in, gets tickets for every event at the Garden. So I'm begging him, please talk to your bosses about trying to. There's a Saturday night in May, the 16th of May, I think, or something like that, or the 18th of May, Saturday night. I'd like to go to the.
But you got 2 tickets for Philly, so you didn't get Ava's in Philly. You didn't get her a ticket?
No, just Jen and I don't think Ava would.
She's going to be mad. All right. Talking about Bruce, and yesterday we weren't here. So, keeping those 2 things in mind, with just a few minutes left, I have 6 Bruce trivia questions for you. I think if you're a true Springsteen fan, these are easy.
Okay.
I got 5 out of 6.
But you're a music.
You're a Bruce fan. Don't give me this.
Yeah, but you're like a music genius. But go ahead.
I'm going to name 4 bands.
4 bands.
I'm going to name 4 bands. Tell me which one was not the name of a band Bruce was in before he was famous.
Okay, okay.
You'll get this. Steel Mill, the Boston Company, Dr. Zoom and the Sonic Boom, the Bruce Springsteen Band.
Steel Mill. Oh, what? Oh, he wasn't in.
The name of band he was not.
He was not in. I know he was in Steel Mill. That was his first band, I think. What was
the Boston Company?
The Boston Company?
Yeah. Dr. Zoom and the Sonic Boom, and then the Bruce Springsteen Band.
That he was not in.
Name a band that he was not in.
That's a good question. I'm going to say the Sonic Boom.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. One wrong for Mike.
What is it?
The Boston Company.
Yeah, I should have known that because he wasn't named the boss until years later.
Which is why I thought you'd get this question.
All right.
Who has pictures? So all these questions are multiple choice. All right. Who has pictures of her heroes on the walls? Candy, Mary, Sandy, or Wendy?
What?
Who has pictures of her heroes on the walls? Candy, Mary, Sandy, or Wendy?
That's easy.
Is it?
Candy.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
All right, you're back on the board.
Candy's room.
Which of the following is not true according to the music of Bruce Springsteen? It ain't no sin to be glad you're alive. It takes a dirty blonde to get a dirty job done. It's hard to be a saint in the city. It's a town full of losers. Which of the following is not true according to the music of Bruce Springsteen?
Of those lines?
Yeah.
Give me the first one again, please.
It ain't no sin to be glad you're alive.
Well, that's a line.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which is not true?
Not true. What's the second one?
It takes a dirty blonde to get the dirty job done.
That's wrong because it takes a redheaded woman.
So that's your final answer.
That's my final answer.
Thank you. That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Also, he didn't write that song.
Yeah, you had mentioned that to me.
Tom Waite wrote Jersey.
Tom Waits.
Tom Waite, sorry.
With an S.
Sorry.
Who requested a meeting with Bruce Springsteen and was turned down in a short but critical note? This is the one I got wrong. Who requested a meeting with Bruce Springsteen and was turned down in a short but critical note? Fawn Hall, Madonna, Ronald Reagan, or Sylvester Stallone?
They requested a meeting with him.
Yes.
And Bruce turned it down.
Correct. Fawn Hall, Madonna, Ronald Reagan, Sylvester Stallone.
I'm going to say Ronald Reagan, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Ronald Reagan used to use Born in the USA for his campaign until he found out it was kind of, it wasn't an anti-American song, but I'm going to say Ronald Reagan, final answer.
Exactly why I too thought it was Ronald Reagan. This is the one answer I got. The one question I got wrong.
Okay.
It is Fawn Hall.
Who is Fawn Hall?
You don't know who Fawn Hall is?
No.
Really? Well, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Who was known as the Phantom? Vinny?
You don't even have to get Danny Federici.
Nice. Okay. So let's see. You've gotten one. So you've gotten one wrong, one right. Two. All right. You're 3 for 2. You're 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
So,
but I should get extra credit that you didn't even have to give me the answers for Danny Federici.
Calm down. I'm gonna give you 4 names.
Oh, we're not finished.
This is the last question.
Oh, I love it, as the Scottish say. I love it.
I'm going to give you 4 names. Which one of these names did not go up to Greasy Lake? Killer Joe, Spanish Johnny, Hazy Davy. Spanish Johnny is correct, sir.
Because Spanish Johnny is from Incident on 57th Street.
You, my friend, passed the Springsteen trivia quiz. And look at that. It's 12:28.
Which Incident on 57th Street is quite a song.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, quite a song.
Although
I remember you telling me after one of the shows, Land of Hope and Dreams.
Probably my favorite Bruce Springsteen song.
You correct me if I'm wrong. I wish Anne Marie was here.
Okay.
You said it's one of the best rock and roll songs I have ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
But
absolutely.
that was that then.
No, I still feel that way.
Then.
I think it's one of the best songs ever by anybody.
And I agree, especially that version, the 10-minute version.
Yes.
Yeah, not the one that he made.
The studio version is okay.
It's okay. Plus, he shortened it now.
Right.
He kind of shortened it. It's not as powerful.
No, I agree.
It's not as powerful.
The studio version I like because it starts with Clarence because they took a recording of Clarence after he died. They took that recording, isolated it, and that's how he starts it in the studio version.
Yeah.
I like that, but no, I prefer the Madison Square Garden version too, the 10-minute thing. Mm-hmm. My favorite song of all time written by anybody is "Starting Over" by John Lennon. I think that's the greatest song ever written by anybody. It rocks. It's romantic. It's fun. I just love that tune.
I don't think I disagree.
Oh, I just
don't
love
think
that
I disagree.
song.
And there's going to be a lot of Beatles songs at our wedding.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
She's a big Beatle fan?
Her parents are.
Oh.
Her parents actually saw them at Shea.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
1964, 65.
Well, they were there in 65 and again in 66.
Yeah, and it's a great story. I wish Jennifer was here to say it because her mother was a huge Beatles fan, and the father took her a bunch of friends, and she got so crazy she ripped the father's T-shirt off. Not a sexual thing. She was just so hyped up.
Holy cow!
And she lost her shoes.
My Aunt Marie. I'll have to ask my Aunt Marie the exact story, but the way I heard it, she told my grandmother. Now my grandmother was a very devout Catholic, very old school. We had the Virgin Mary statue outside the house, and everything was a sin. Everything was the product of the devil. She used to Frank and I would have Beatle posters hanging when we were kids. She used to tear them down. Like we couldn't even play the song "Let It Be" in the house because when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
Yeah.
She swore up and down that Mother Mary meant marijuana. And we're like, no, Grandma, Paul McCartney's mother was named Mary.
Yeah.
And she died when he was 14. Nope, it's marijuana. We couldn't play Let It Be in the house.
Oh,
she was strict. So my aunt, when the Beatles were coming to Shea, my aunt got tickets. She told my grandmother she was sleeping over at her friend's house. My grandmother called over there I don't think she was suspicious. She called over there, I guess, for whatever reason. And that girl's parents are, no, she's not here. She's at the concert. Oh, God. Now, the story I hear is that she got quite the beating. And then after the beating, Aunt Marie said to her, it was all worth it. That's the story I heard.
Wow, it was all worth it.
I'll have to check with Aunt Marie to see if that's exactly what would happen. That's exactly what happened.
Did you ever ask her about the concert itself?
She couldn't hear a thing. She
couldn't hear a thing.
Sitting all the way up, couldn't hear it, could barely see them because they were so small.
Yeah.
And couldn't hear a thing.
But she was there.
The best part, I have the ticket.
She gave you the ticket stub?
She gave me the ticket stub. I have it in a frame hanging up in my basement.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it sure is. I love it. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was like $2.50 or something was the ticket, something like that. And back then they just hooked up into the Mets
PA system?
There was no speakers or amps.
Wow.
Now it's like, hundreds
Oh,
of
yeah.
Not they just
so the sound was probably terrible.
awful, awful. But she couldn't hear it anyway. She said all the screaming and yelling.
Am I wrong? You would know this trivia question. That one of this Shea Stadium shows, it was only like 27 minutes long.
That's all the Beatles did.
That's all they did was a half hour?
Once they hit it big, they would put together these big package tours. They'd be like, 4 or 5 people before the Beatles. The Beatles, they would only do about a half hour.
Wow.
And they'd run right off. That would be it.
Amazing.
There's, now before they were famous, they would play the clubs and they'd play all night long.
Yeah.
And there are recordings that are floating out there, but the quality is so bad.
Bad.
But again, this is before they were famous. They played a lot of covers. They played like John Lennon even said it. He goes, you want to hear the Beatles? You got to hear that stuff, because that's like they were fierce.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping now with all this stuff with AI, how they clean up this, they clean up that. I'm hoping somebody's going to take those tapes and clean them up.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that, man. So that's all right. That's our geek part of the show. Mike's favorite Springsteen song is "The Promised Hand," says Fremd.
Andrew, I love you, but you write that every week.
Yes, he does. All right, time for us to get out of here. And before we go, I do, in all seriousness, want to thank you for coming out. How long, seriously, did it take you?
It really wasn't that bad. It took an hour.
Oh, and what does it normally take? Probably close to that, right?
48 and a half minutes.
Okay. All right. So that's not bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
But I want to thank you for taking the time to come out here in all this today. I was wondering if if you were going to make it out, and I wouldn't have blamed you if you didn't. But where's my list? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So that's it. And today at 1:00 is we didn't have the best of intentions with Deborah Markowitz on Monday, obviously. So that is on today at 1. Her guest is our old friend Travis Grant. So Travis has made a bunch of movies with Deb, and they'll be promoting a new one that they made. That's coming up today at 1, and that's it for today. No Circling the Drain this week. They return next Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow. Coffee with the Dog at 9:00. Frank and I are here at 11. We're talking to a musician by the name of John Cobert. He is currently in Tom Chapin's band, brother of Harry.
Wow.
But he has also played with John Lennon. And he also wrote the theme song to... Frank, are you still watching? Is it ESPN Sports Center, or was it ESPN Baseball Tonight that he wrote the theme for?
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. So we'll be talking to him tomorrow. John Cobert.
Like
is
that that ESPN one?
What's the Baseball Tonight theme?
I don't know the
I think
Baseball
because
Tonight.
now that you did that, I don't think it's that one.
I don't know the Baseball Tonight one.
Yeah, all right. Well,
it has escaped me.
Let me see if I can by chance find it really quick. Of course I can't. So that's our guest tomorrow. He'll be zooming in. He's not from around here. Let's see. Baseball Tonight.
Wow.
So he's played with people like John Lennon. He plays currently with Tom Chapin, the composer of ESPN's Baseball Tonight theme. So that's cool. Yeah, we'll talk to him. And then Sports Bash with Peter Schwartz. Thank you, Frank. He just wrote Baseball Tonight. Peter Schwartz returns tomorrow. Now, since Peter Schwartz was not on yesterday, since the studio was closed, Peter Schwartz is doing a show tomorrow at 1, and then Friday. Friday he'll be on at 1 as well. So let me get this right. So Coffee with the Dog has been on all week, so that's on tomorrow and Friday. We're here tomorrow and Friday. We have John Cobert tomorrow. Rosie will be here Friday, and I don't know. I'm not sure if Peter Anthony and the gang are coming in or not. Peter Schwartz tomorrow at 1, Friday at 1. There's nothing tomorrow night. Nick Ray Stone will be back next week. Friday night, Don Sill, Donversations. Don will be talking to Jill Joya. If you remember Jill, she was on here a couple of years ago, and she sang a bunch of songs. She had her band in here with us. She's tremendous. So check Dawn out with that on Friday. And that's what we got going on this week here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. As always, we appreciate the support. Of course, don't forget knockemdeadcomedy.com. We have an 80s-themed murder mystery, March 21st, at the Birchwood Glen in Holtzville. The flyer is on the Knock 'em Dead
Right
Comedy.
across the street from the IRS Center.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Huge building.
Cool.
I think you're in the Middle East.
Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. What? knockemdeadcomedy.com. And, of course, last but not least, Governor's Comedy Clubs, the main club and the Giggle Room here in Levittown, Brokerage in Belmore, McGuire's out in Bohemia. What's coming up at Governor's, you ask? Tonight, right here at Governor's in Levittown, Nick Coletti is playing here tonight. Anthony Robustiano is playing this weekend. Claudia Bonavita, Angela La Rosa, Matt Vita and friends, Saku Ali, Peter Anthony, Fat J, Helene Witt. Just some of the names you'll see. The Pomanock Stompers Traditional Jazz Band.
What?
The Pomanock Stompers Traditional Jazz Band is playing Thursday at the Brokerage.
Wow.
I have no idea what that's about. Why a jazz band is playing at McGuire. But, hey, why not? That's tomorrow night. Go check that out. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Timmy No Breaks is playing the Brokerage this weekend.
Great name.
Timmy No Breaks. John Butera. Francesca Panabianco is playing McGuire's this weekend. And hopefully we'll be open this Monday, so we haven't seen her in a few weeks now. And Psychic Robert Hansen is playing, I think it's McGuire, Sunday afternoon. govs.com, govs.com to check out their full schedule and what's going on. Let me rephrase that. Mike's favorite Springsteen song is Cover Me.
I like that one.
That
One's good.
I do like that song. That'll do it.
You do. I
Yeah.
don't like that song.
You don't like Cover Me?
It's all right.
No, I like it.
It's just all right.
I mean, it's typical 80s pop, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, that'll do it. Go check out Deb. She's on in 20 minutes. And then we'll see you guys here tomorrow. We'll see you next week, pal.
Yes, sir.
Thank you as always. And again, thank you for making the trek out
You're
here
welcome.
in this crazy weather. All right, everybody.